Hello, beautiful ones. In this video, I would like to share with you some energetic updates that are relevant for November, December, and the first part of January. Like a weather forecast from the world behind the scenes. You perhaps already noticed that September, October were months preparing us in so many ways to step into completely different reality. To let go of unnecessary clutter, to let go of things that are not serving us, and also to make space for new energies, for new visions, for new realities to emerge from within and also to arrive into our reality. So we were guided and we were led for clearing up some space. And I'm pretty sure that some of you have experienced quite challenging dynamics and had to navigate so much within yourself, witnessing how you have been identified with your thoughts, with your opinions, with visions, and perhaps some of the dreams. And I know how painful it can be to let go of what we truly connected to, especially when it comes to visions in relation to future. So if you have been experiencing clear messages that you do need to let go of what is not your highest, I invite you to celebrate that, because your reality is communicating very clearly with you and showing you pathways that are a lot more effortless, a lot more nurturing and sustainable for your energy field. And they are directly taking you to realities that are in alignment with the vision of your soul. So that was happening during the months of September and October. And right now, as I'm recording this message to you in November. So November, December, and first part of the January are months that are moving us into a phase which is a continuation of the previous one, where we are to discern, to reevaluate and reassess our mental field, and also our emotional body needs to be strengthened and cleared at the same time. Refinement. I would call this phase refinement. So this is a beautiful invitation for you to see what ideas are actually yours, what beliefs are yours, what beliefs you have absorbed, received into your field from external narratives, external resources, sources, environments. Perhaps you have received that through your ancestral genetic lineages and so on. To truly stay in alignment with the divine plan, with the higher vision of your soul, we need to broaden and widen our human awareness. We need to open up our eyes to the world that we have been dismissing for so long as collective. That's the world of spirits, connection to nature, connection to spirit self, connection to your spirituality. It doesn't have to be through one pathway or another. You do not need to choose either religion or new age spiritual movements or something else. You don't have to limit yourself in any way, but you are invited to choose to connect to yourself a little bit more, to gain more understanding, to gain more peace and harmony within yourself, because it's very challenging and hard to navigate human reality when so many factors are outside of our control, right? Or outside of our area of expertise. And we are told by majority of our society to surrender to the flow, to trust the divine, or to trust the external forces. And you can only do so much, you can only control so much, and then you just have to kind of let go of the control, which is partly true, because humans are not designed to enslave and control anything, but genetically we are designed to be part of this world and to truly fulfill our role in creation. And for that we need to be a little bit more aware to the world beyond the veil. And when we begin to learn about the world beyond the veil, a lot of the time we are tapping into sources that are either saying, this is the scary stuff, this is the controlled stuff, this is something else. So there's just so much fear in the field that many people have to move through. And that is not the only pathway. There are also alternative pathways. Instead of blindly giving your awareness, giving your attention, giving your consent to what is suggested to you, which is like offered to you to eat, to drink, to consume, there is also a pathway that requires no money, requires no one else. It only requires your willingness to connect to yourself. And that is the pathway of connecting to your spirit core, to your truth, to your essence within your heart, to discern, to find and connect to that intelligence that is within you, which is your soul, which is your holiness, which is your spirit essence. So during the months of November, December, and January, this is a beautiful, energetically appropriate environment. If you have intentions to go deeper within yourself, so much would be achieved and facilitated for you so much faster, in a more accelerated and in a more supportive way, simply because 2026 is a year of tremendous changes for all of us, and how we are shifting into those changes, directly opening up corridors of consciousness through which we are going to travel into those realities. So right now, by clearing, by refining, by discerning and connecting deeper to ourselves, we have this beautiful opportunity to channel from within completely different new visions, from a space of freedom, from a space of being sovereign and being in direct connection and communion to self, being strongly integrated within our body. And a lot of the time, humans are experiencing frustration because things are not happening the way we want them to happen. Some realities are okay, some realities are epic, some realities are something that we don't really like. And a lot of frustration that we experience, all of us collectively, comes from desire to own, to cling, to have certainty, to have foundation, to have root into a paradigm, into a timeline, into reality, into connection, into relation. So we are searching for some stability in the world that continuously changes. And frustration comes when that stability is not found in external reality. And that's completely understandable. I'm living it myself, so I'm not just preaching it here. And it happens in a way that we are left with questions. What am I doing wrong? Where have I took the wrong turn? Or am I not enough? Why this aspect of life is not coming together nicely and is not aligning the way I wanted to align. So we start going into those wormholes that are draining our energy, that are draining our mental resources. And it's a place where a lot of people end up, and coming back to happiness, coming back to a center is quite the journey back home. There is alternative pathway that is there, and it is being suggested, offered, and revealed to you by your cosmic families, which is completely reevaluating and investigating the very nature of your desires, the very driving force, that primordial fire behind and before your thoughts, your ideas. Have you ever questioned what are the traditional values? Who are they serving? Why do you want to have this? Why do you want to have that? Why do you want to have this experience? From a human perspective, it's all understandable. We all want happiness. We all want to have a beautiful life. We all want love and freedom and so much more, right? Understandable. No issue, no questions there. But go deeper within yourself and ask yourself a question. Whom this idea or this narrative or this desire is actually serving? Why am I giving so much energy, so much time, so much resources towards fulfilling that reality? Is that reality, is that vision of reality actually is mine? Or is it a hologram? Is it hypnosis? Is this a pattern or program? Is this a conditioning that I have received since growing up? Or since before incarnating to this earth? And so on. We can take it as deep as back to source as we want. So, but the journey of having to engage with your system in such a way will show you that some of the dreams and some of the desires have nothing to do with who you truly are. And little that you paid attention previously in previous years. So you wasted a lot of the time achieving visions and ideas that were never yours to fulfill. Or perhaps you failed and you felt bad about failing, but perhaps failing was the best thing you could have given to yourself. You protected and you saved yourself from the experience where you are donating your energy to something that isn't serving you. So I'm inviting you to reevaluate the very nature of your desires. And instead of judging yourself straight away or punishing yourself for failing or pushing yourself stronger to achieve something that isn't coming in alignment with your vibration right now, instead of engaging through judgment, which is the old way that you are actually invited to step away from, reevaluate, reassess, and perhaps you will see that blessings are already there. You are supported, you are guided, and there is nothing that you need to do. You don't need to change. You just need to remember who you truly are. You need to connect to yourself. That will not change you. That will give you opportunity to perceive yourself in a different way. So you can hold yourself and others in so much reverence, with so much love, so you can experience this world differently. So you're not only operating in a mode that you know, so you change mode, so you expand, so you get to witness so much more beauty that is already here in your reality. And if you are available for seeing it and witnessing it, you will see that more love, more happiness, more prosperity will be entering your reality, and you will be receiving it effortlessly. You will not need to struggle. You will not need to change. You will not need to do anything at all that is not in alignment with integrity of your spirit. So, dear soul, if this message resonates with you, I am truly inviting you to look at your dreams, at your visions, and at your desires. Write them down if that is how you like to engage with yourself. And for example, I want family. I want this. I want that reality. Ask yourself, why do I want this? Do I want this because I'm lonely? Do I want this because I'm not feeling fulfilled? And go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And then find that space within yourself that is whole, holy, and complete. Connect to it and channel it in your daily reality, and you will see how the next phase of your spiritual journey, of your personal evolution, and your next timeline will be reflecting wholeness of you, not half of you, not fractal of you, not fraction of you, but wholeness. And because you are whole, wholeness will be provided even more. So you get to see external reality as a reflection of your wholeness, because that's the truth, and not a reflection of your emptiness or split or fragmentation, because that is a lie. Please investigate your desires, tune into your heart, and stay true to yourself. And I'm sending you lots of love